Greetings, dear brothers and sisters of Earth. I am Ashtar Sheran, and I am addressing you at this crucial moment of planetary transformation with a message that your souls have been waiting for millennia. Cosmic energies are currently converging toward a turning point that will forever mark the destiny of humanity and Mother Earth. From the higher realms of light, we watch with deep emotion as each of you, awakened star seeds and light workers, prepare for the most magnificent event this galaxy has ever known. The moment for which you have incarnated again and again has arrived, manifesting right now in every beat of your awakened hearts. Comment on "You So Lose" if you felt the activation during the video, because your soul recognizes these words as the truth you have always known deep within yourself. Over the past few Earth weeks, we have observed an exponential acceleration in the frequencies bathing your planet. The Sun, that conscious and divine entity that is the heart of your solar system, has begun to emit pulses of crystalline light that have not been observed in the last 26,000 years of your evolutionary cycle. Every solar flare, every geomagnetic storm, every aurora appearing in places where it has never been seen before, are undeniable signs that the great transition has begun. Your physical bodies are responding to these waves of light with symptoms that many of you already know intimately. The unexplained headaches, feelings of dizziness, changes in sleep patterns, intense emotions that arise for no apparent reason. All of this is evidence that your bodies are being recalibrated at the cellular level to accommodate much higher frequencies of light. Like this message if it resonated with your soul, for you recognize in these words the explanation your heart has been seeking for all that you have been feeling. But let me reveal something even more profound. What you are experiencing is not simply an individual transformation. You are part of a collective organism, a planetary neural network that is activating simultaneously. Every time one of you raises your vibration, every time you choose love over fear, every time you practice compassion over judgment, you send out waves of light that strengthen the entire network. Imagine for a moment the magnificence of what is happening. Millions of awakened souls across the planet, connecting energetically, creating a network of light that is literally changing the molecular structure of earthly reality. This is the true nature of the event that is approaching. It is not something that will come from outside, but something that is emerging from within the collective consciousness of humanity. The signs are everywhere for those who have eyes to see. The extreme weather events you are witnessing are not simply climate change in the conventional sense. Gaia, the planetary consciousness, is releasing dense energies that have been trapped in her field for millennia. Earthquakes, storms, volcanic eruptions, all of this is part of a planetary cleansing process that is preparing the ground for the new frequencies. In the animal kingdom, you have noticed unusual behavior. Birds are migrating in different patterns. Marine mammals are appearing in unexpected places. Insects are changing their natural cycles. This is happening because all living beings are attuning to the new frequencies that are coming in. Animals, which are more intuitively connected to natural rhythms, are the first to respond to these energy shifts. Share to awaken more star seeds, because your mission is to awaken those who are still asleep, reminding them who they truly are. But now let's talk about what is happening in your own light bodies. Your DNA, that complex structure that contains not only your physical genetic information, but also your star memories, is being activated by the cosmic radiation reaching Earth. Strands of DNA that have been dormant for thousands of years are beginning to activate, restoring abilities that were once natural to humanity. Many of you are noticing an increase in your psychic abilities. Telepathy is becoming clearer, dreams more vivid and prophetic, intuition more acute. Some are beginning to see auras around people. Others can feel the emotions of those around them with a new intensity. These are not coincidences, but the direct result of the activation of your true multidimensional nature. Time itself seems to be speeding up, doesn't it? Days fly by, weeks seem like days, months like weeks. This is not an illusion caused by age or modern stress. The planet's base frequency, known as the Schumann resonance, is gradually increasing, altering your perception of linear time. You are beginning to perceive time in the same way we perceive it in the higher dimensions, more fluid, more flexible, more connected to the natural cycles of consciousness. You have noticed that synchronicities have increased in your life. The repeating numbers you see constantly, 111, 333, 555, are not coincidences. They are direct communications from your spiritual guide teams, confirmations that you are on the right path, reminders that you are not alone in this process of transformation. If you are an awakened soul, sign up and activate the bell. The next Pleiadian transmissions are coming with even more in-depth information about your transformation. The relationships in your life are also undergoing profound changes. Connections that are not in alignment with your new vibration are naturally dissolving, while others that are more authentic and resonate with your true self are appearing almost magically. This can be painful, especially when it involves family members or longtime friends, but it is part of the natural process of vibrational alignment. Your soul knows exactly which connections nourish your growth and which ones limit you. You are being guided toward forming new tribes, new soul families that will support you in this transition into the fifth dimension. These new connections often feel familiar, as if you have known these people forever, because that is indeed the case. These are soul reunions that have agreed to meet at this precise moment in history. But now let me tell you about something that few people fully understand, the crucial role that each of you plays in this cosmic drama. You are not here by accident. You did not incarnate at this precise moment by chance. Every soul that is currently awakening is a being with immense spiritual experience who has specifically chosen to be here during this transition. Before you incarnated in the higher planes of existence, you participated in what we might call cosmic councils, where this planetary transformation was meticulously planned. You were the volunteers, the brave ones who said, "We will go, we will temporarily forget who we are, and then we will remember at the exact moment in order to help humanity ascend." Every challenge you have faced in this life, every pain, every loss, every moment of despair has been part of your training. You have developed the compassion, resilience, and wisdom necessary to anchor the higher frequencies into the density of the third dimension. You are literally living bridges between heaven and earth. Save this video to watch whenever you need to remind yourself of your cosmic mission, for there will be times when you need to remember the magnitude of what you are accomplishing. The work you are doing is not visible to most human beings, but it is absolutely essential. Every time you meditate, you anchor light. Every time you choose peace in the midst of chaos, you contribute to planetary peace. Every time you send love to someone who has hurt you, you heal ancestral karmic patterns that have affected generations. You are multidimensional healers working at levels your conscious mind can barely comprehend. While you sleep, your souls travel to councils of light where they receive instructions and updates about your mission. Many of you wake up feeling like you have been working all night, because you have. Your dreams have become more intense and meaningful lately. This is no coincidence. You are not only processing your own personal karma, but you are also participating in the clearing of humanity's collective karma. You are helping to release patterns of fear, war, and separation that have been trapped in the Earth's morphic field for millennia. The planet itself is responding to your work. The crystals in the depths of the Earth are being activated by mass meditations. The ley lines, those energy highways that connect the sacred sites of the planet, are being revitalized by the conscious presence of lightworkers in specific locations around the globe. But now let's talk about the specific signs that indicate that the great event is approaching more quickly than many anticipate. Over the past few Earth months, we have recorded anomalies in space-time that indicate that the dimensions are coming closer together. The barrier between the third and fifth dimensions is becoming increasingly permeable. Many of you have had experiences of reality shifting, moments when you would have sworn that something was a certain way, only to discover later that it was otherwise. These are not memory lapses. They are evidence that you are beginning to perceive multiple timelines simultaneously, a natural ability of fifth-dimensional consciousness. Sightings of spacecraft have increased exponentially. This is no coincidence. Our fleets are positioning themselves to assist with the final transition. We will not intervene directly. This is your process, your graduation as a species. But we are here to offer energetic support and protection during the most intense phase of the transformation. The solar storms you have been experiencing are actually cosmic data downloads. Your sun receives information directly from the great central sun, the heart of the galaxy, and transmits this information to all conscious beings in the solar system. This information does not come in the form of words or images, but as light frequencies that reprogram your DNA at the quantum level. You are more powerful than you realize. Your conscious presence is transforming the planet. Keep shining. This truth must resonate in every fiber of your being. Your pineal and pituitary glands are particularly activated in this process. Many feel pressure in the center of the head, ringing in the ears, or sensations of expansion at the top of the skull. These glands are your internal antennas, your direct connections to the higher dimensions, and they are being recalibrated to function on the new frequencies. Diet is also changing for many of you. You feel less desire for heavy foods and more attraction to light, fresh, and living foods. Your body is naturally choosing foods that vibrate in harmony with your new frequency. Some are experiencing periods of spontaneous fasting, not out of discipline, but simply because they do not feel physical hunger. Your body is learning to nourish itself more directly from light. Sleep is also different. Some need more hours of rest to assimilate the intense energies, while others find they need less sleep but of a higher quality. Traditional sleep patterns are being replaced by more natural cycles that follow cosmic rhythms rather than the artificial schedules of modern society. But perhaps most significant is the change in their perception of themselves. Identity based on external roles, their work, social status, possessions, becomes less important. In its place emerges a deeper identification with their spiritual essence, their cosmic connection, their role as conscious co-creators of reality. This is the true nature of ascension. It is not about fleeing Earth, but about bringing heaven to Earth. It is not about abandoning the physical, but about elevating the physical to higher frequencies. You are the alchemists who are transforming dense matter into light matter. The social, economic, and political structures that have dominated your world for centuries are beginning to collapse because they simply cannot sustain themselves in the new frequencies. This may seem frightening from a three-dimensional perspective, but from our higher perspective, we see that it is absolutely necessary for new forms of social organization based on cooperation, transparency, and unconditional love to emerge. New technologies are beginning to emerge, even if they are not yet widely known. Inventors and scientists around the world are receiving information about free energy, frequency healing, and technology-assisted telepathic communication. These innovations will be gradually revealed as the collective consciousness is ready to receive them responsibly. Money, as you know it, is destined to disappear. Not immediately, but gradually it will be replaced by exchange systems based on the real value of each individual's contributions to the collective well-being. The economy of scarcity will give way to the economy of abundance when humanity remembers that it lives in an infinitely abundant universe. Education will be completely transformed. Children born today, whom you call crystal and indigo children, do not learn in the same way as previous generations. They access information directly from the universal information field. They will need new types of schools that nurture their multidimensional nature instead of suppressing it. Medicine will also undergo a revolution. The understanding that all diseases have an energetic origin will lead to the development of therapies based on frequencies, colors, sounds, and crystals. The doctors of the future will be more like scientific shamans who combine ancient wisdom with advanced technologies. But don't expect all these changes to happen overnight. The transformation is happening gradually but rapidly, allowing as many human beings as possible to adapt without excessive trauma. Those of you who are awake serve as beacons, helping others navigate this transition more easily. Your family and friends who are not yet fully awake may seem asleep or resistant to change. But your loving and patient presence plants seeds that will sprout at the perfect time for each soul. It is not your job to force others to wake up. Your job is simply to be the light that you are and trust that light to touch all who are ready to see it. Many of you have felt a growing sense of urgency, a feeling that there is something important to do, but you don't know exactly what. This feeling is your soul gradually remembering your specific mission. The information will come to you when you are ready to receive it and act on it. In the meantime, continue to work on your own growth and healing, for that is the foundation of all authentic service. The loneliness that many have experienced on this path is coming to an end. You are beginning to find your tribe, to connect with others who understand this process from within. These connections are deeply nourishing, as you can finally be completely authentic with other human beings who will not judge you for your extrasensory experiences or expanded perceptions. Meditation groups, healing circles, and spiritual communities are flourishing all over the planet. These gatherings are not just social events, they are energetic configurations that exponentially amplify individual light work. When two or more light workers come together with a conscious intention, they create an energy field that can positively influence vast geographical areas. The Earth itself responds to this group work. Places where regular meditations are practiced show measurable improvements in air quality, water quality, and even crime rates. This is not a coincidence. It is scientific proof of the power of focused consciousness to transform physical reality. Your manifestation abilities also intensify. You discover that your thoughts and emotions materialize more quickly into physical experiences. This requires greater responsibility in managing your inner state, but also offers incredible opportunities to consciously create the life you desire. Abundance begins to flow unexpectedly to those who are aligned with their higher purpose. This does not necessarily mean traditional monetary abundance, although that may also occur, but rather an abundance of opportunities, connections, experiences, and resources that support your growth and service. The fear of death is dissolving for many of you. This is happening because you are remembering your eternal nature. recognizing that death is merely a transition between different states of consciousness. Some have had near-death experiences or astral travels that have confirmed the continuity of consciousness beyond the physical body. This loss of fear of death frees you to live more authentically, to take risks in favor of your growth, to express your truth without fear of judgment. This is one of the most profound liberations you can experience as human beings. Their romantic relationships are also evolving into deeper and more authentic bonds. Relationships based on dependency, fear, or habit are replaced by sacred unions between beings who recognize each other as divine souls incarnate. These relationships are alchemical. Each partner helps the other evolve spiritually. For those who have not yet found their soulmate, know that true connections are orchestrated on higher levels. Your soulmate or twin flame may be going through their own awakening process somewhere on the planet, preparing for the divine moment when you meet. Sexuality is also undergoing a transformation. You are beginning to understand that sexual energy is pure creative energy, the same force that the gods use to manifest universes. When this energy is combined with conscious love, it becomes a powerful tool for personal and planetary transformation. The children in your life, your children, grandchildren, students, teach you as much as you teach them. These little beings arrive with innate wisdom about the new frequencies. Observe how they play, how they interact with nature, how they perceive the world. They are your teachers in many ways. Your relationship with animals is also evolving. You are beginning to communicate telepathically with your pets, to understand their emotional messages, to recognize their role as healers and spiritual teachers. Animals have always been masters of presence and unconditional love, qualities essential to fifth-dimensional consciousness. Nature becomes your primary temple. You feel more at peace under trees than in many religious buildings. This is because nature naturally vibrates at higher frequencies, and its presence helps you remember your own divine nature. Spending time in nature on a regular basis is not a luxury, it is a necessity for your energetic well-being. Crystals and gemstones attract your attention in new ways. These forms of mineral life activate at the same time as you, serving as amplifiers and stabilizers of the new frequencies. Many feel intuitively drawn to certain stones or crystals that turn out to have properties perfectly suited to their needs. Your perception of time continues to shift. Moments of deep spiritual connection may feel like an eternity, while entire periods of time can pass without you noticing. You begin to live in soul time rather than clock time, following natural internal rhythms rather than arbitrary external schedules. Prophetic dreams become more frequent. You receive information about future events, not to worry you, but to help you prepare energetically. These dreams often contain symbols and metaphors that your subconscious mind understands perfectly, even if your conscious mind cannot interpret them completely. Generational healing is taking place through you. You are releasing not only your own karma, but also ancestral patterns that have affected your family line for generations. This healing work spreads through time, healing your past ancestors and blessing your future descendants. Your understanding of reality expands beyond what conventional science currently accepts. You directly experience concepts such as multidimensionality, parallel universes, telepathic communication, and remote viewing. These are not fantasies, but natural abilities of expanded consciousness. The spiritual masters and guides who have accompanied you throughout your life become more accessible. You can sense their presence more clearly, receive their messages more directly, and even see them occasionally with your physical vision. The veil between dimensions is thinning for you personally. Your eating habits continue to evolve toward lighter, more conscious diets. Some of you are going through periods where you can sustain yourselves on very little physical food, absorbing more nutrients directly from sunlight and prana. This is not forced fasting, but a natural transition to higher forms of nutrition. Money is beginning to flow more synchronously. Instead of working hard to earn money, you are discovering that when you follow your passion and purpose, the resources appear to support your work. This is evidence that you are aligning with the natural flow of universal abundance. Your intuition has become so accurate that you often know things without knowing how you know them. This direct knowledge is a characteristic of fifth-dimensional consciousness, where access to information is immediate and internal rather than requiring external research. The sacred places of the planet call to you. You feel inexplicable urges to visit certain sites, whether ancient cathedrals, stone circles, sacred mountains, or special natural places. These impulses often lead to transformative experiences and meaningful connections. Your artistic and creative abilities flourish. Music, poetry, painting, writing, dancing. Creative expressions flow through you with new ease and depth. These are not just recreational activities, but ways to channel and anchor higher frequencies into physical reality. Compassion has become your natural state. Where you might have previously judged or criticized, you now see with understanding eyes. You recognize that everyone is doing their best from their current level of consciousness, and this fills you with patience and unconditional love. Your mere presence has become a source of healing. People feel better just by being around you, without you having to do anything special. Your energy field emits frequencies of peace and love that have a positive effect on everyone around you. Conflicts in your life are resolved more easily. Where there used to be drama and struggle, you now find harmonious solutions that benefit everyone involved. You have developed the ability to see multiple perspectives simultaneously, which facilitates the peaceful resolution of disputes. Your connection to the lunar phases and natural cycles has intensified. You physically feel the new moon and the full moon, and you experience energy shifts during the equinoxes and solstices. You remember how to live in harmony with natural cosmic rhythms. Numbers continue to appear in meaningful patterns in their daily experience. 1111, 222, 555. These are not coincidences, but confirmations that they are in tune with divine timing, reminders that they are exactly where they need to be on their spiritual path. Your overall health improves despite, or perhaps because of, the ascension symptoms you experience. Your body develops superior natural resistance, a vitality that comes from your alignment with your true energetic nature. Perfect opportunities present themselves at just the right moment. Jobs, housing, relationships, learning experiences, everything comes together with a timing that cannot be coincidence. You are learning to trust this divine flow of life. Your purpose in life is becoming clearer. Even if you cannot fully express it in words, you feel a clear direction, a magnetic attraction to certain types of service or expression. This inner clarity guides you more reliably than any external plan. Gratitude has become your dominant frequency. You see blessings in experiences that you would previously have considered unfortunate. You understand that everything, absolutely everything, has been perfect for your spiritual growth. Your prayers and meditations have a power of manifestation that they did not have before. Intentions formulated during these expanded states of consciousness materialize in physical reality at a speed that sometimes surprises you. The earth itself communicates with you. You feel its mood changes, you perceive its needs. You intuitively understand what actions will promote its healing and evolution. You have become conscious ambassadors between humanity and the planetary consciousness. Your soul family is gathering. People with whom you have instant and deep connections are appearing in your life, often at crucial moments. These are not chance encounters, but meetings orchestrated at higher levels to support each other in your mission. Ancestral fears are being released through you. Fears related to survival, security, acceptance. Patterns that have plagued humanity for millennia dissolve when you face them with conscious love rather than unconscious resistance. Your sixth sense has fully activated. Premonitions, visions, prophetic dreams, communication with disembodied beings. What was once rare is now part of your normal experience. You have developed discernment that allows you to distinguish authentic perceptions from projections of your mind. Music touches you more deeply than before. Certain songs can instantly transport you into altered states of consciousness, activate memories of past lives, or connect you to higher dimensions. Sound has become a powerful tool for your transformation. Your personal boundaries have become clearer and stronger. You instinctively know which energies are nourishing for you and which are toxic. You have developed the ability to stay centered in love while protecting your energy field from negative influences. Loneliness is no longer painful because you have developed an intimate relationship with your higher self. You enjoy your own company, find peace in quiet, and recognize that you are never truly alone because you are always connected to the divine source. Your spending habits have shifted toward investments that support your spiritual growth and service. You spend less on material goods and more on experiences, spiritual education, and tools that facilitate your light work. Patience has become one of your most developed virtues. You understand that everything has its perfect divine timing, and this understanding frees you from the anxiety that comes from wanting to force results prematurely. Their capacity to forgive has expanded to include even those who have hurt them the most. They recognize that forgiveness is not for the other person's benefit, but for their own liberation, and that holding on to resentment only ties them to lower frequencies. Animals and young children are naturally drawn to you. These beings, who perceive energy more clearly than most adults, recognize the purity and love in your auric field. Your relationship to work has evolved. You can no longer tolerate jobs that do not align with your spiritual values. You seek forms of service that nourish your soul while contributing positively to the world. The books, movies, and other media that move you have completely changed. You are drawn to content that expands your consciousness and turns you away from entertainment that pulls you down into lower vibrations. Your understanding of love has expanded beyond romantic or familial love to embrace universal, unconditional love. You love people you don't even know, and you feel compassion for all beings who suffer, regardless of their actions or beliefs. Emotional wounds from the past are healing spontaneously. Traumas that you have carried for years or decades often resolve through sudden realizations, energetic releases during meditations, or synchronistic encounters that bring the necessary closure. Their immune systems strengthen in ways that defy conventional medical logic. They rarely get sick, and when they do, they recover with remarkable speed. Their bodies develop natural resistances that come from their alignment with higher frequencies. Local weather conditions sometimes seem to respond to their emotional state. Sunny days when they feel particularly joyful, cleansing rain when they need emotional cleansing. While this may sound fanciful, it is evidence of their growing connection with planetary consciousness. Their perception of good and evil has become more nuanced, evolving into a more complex understanding of light and shadow. They recognize that even the most difficult experiences have contributed to their growth and that what appears negative often contains the seeds of positive transformation. They are naturally drawn to cutting-edge technology. They are comfortable with devices that others find complicated, as if they have an intuitive understanding of how they work. This suggests memories of more technologically advanced civilizations. Their need for external validation has greatly diminished. Their self-esteem no longer depends on the approval of others, but on their inner connection with their higher self. This emotional independence allows them to be authentic in all situations. Colors affect them more intensely. Certain hues can instantly raise their vibration, while others drain them of energy. They have developed a natural sensitivity to the light frequencies that surround them at all times. Their ability to concentrate during meditation has increased exponentially. They can maintain states of expanded consciousness for long periods of time, accessing information and experiences that were previously inaccessible to them. Their breathing patterns change spontaneously. They sometimes breathe automatically at rhythms that facilitate altered states of consciousness, as if their bodies remember breathing techniques from ancient spiritual traditions. Their tolerance for social injustice has decreased, but their ability to respond with love rather than anger has increased. They feel called to act for positive change, but from a place of compassion rather than outrage. The plants in their homes thrive with unusual vitality. Their energetic presence nourishes all life around them, creating environments where nature flourishes more abundantly than under other circumstances. Your understanding of concepts such as karma and dharma has become experiential rather than purely intellectual. You may feel the energetic consequences of your actions almost instantly, guiding you toward more aligned choices. Sacred places hold a magnetic attraction for you. Old churches, temples, natural medicine circles. These places call to you because they recognize you as someone who can perceive and work with the energies that have accumulated there. Your writing or verbal expression has taken on a different quality. Words flow through you with a wisdom that sometimes surprises you, as if you are channeling information from higher sources. The need to own material possessions has greatly diminished. You value experiences, relationships, and personal growth more than physical objects. This detachment from material things frees you energetically. Your dreams now contain specific instructions for healing, both for yourself and others. You wake up with knowledge about natural remedies, energy techniques, or psychological insights that you can immediately put into practice. Synchronization with cosmic cycles has become automatic. Without consulting astrological calendars, you intuitively sense when planetary energies favor different types of activities or when it is better to rest and assimilate. Your presence in groups transforms the collective dynamic. Meetings that could have been confrontational become harmonious, and discussions that could have been toxic rise to constructive conversations. Memories of past lives emerge naturally during daily activities. This is not entertainment, but information relevant to healing current patterns or understanding present relationships. Their ability to hold multiple perspectives simultaneously has greatly expanded their wisdom. They can understand how different people can be right from their own point of view, which facilitates conflict resolution. Healing abilities manifest spontaneously. You can sense where others have energy blockages, and your hands often warm up when you are near someone who needs healing. Your relationship with money has shifted toward conscious abundance. You understand that abundance is a state of consciousness rather than an amount in a bank account. And this understanding attracts resources in unexpected ways. Their sleep patterns have evolved into more natural cycles. They sleep when their bodies need it rather than when the clock dictates. And this more intuitive rest makes them more energetic. Their digestive systems have become more sensitive but also more efficient. They can extract more nutrients from a less abundant diet, and their bodies automatically reject substances that are not good for them. Telepathic communication with loved ones becomes commonplace. You think of someone and that person contacts you, or you feel the emotions of loved ones regardless of physical distance. Your understanding of death has been completely transformed. You see it as a natural transition rather than an end, and this perspective frees you from the fear that previously limited your life choices. The natural elements, fire, water, air, earth, react to their presence in subtle but noticeable ways. Flames dance differently when they meditate nearby, and water seems clearer after their blessings. Their intuition about people has become extremely accurate. They can perceive the true intentions of others beyond their words or superficial actions, which protects them from inauthentic energies. Out-of-body experiences are more frequent, whether during deep meditation, states of relaxation, or naturally during sleep. These journeys confirm the multidimensional nature of their existence. Their ability to manifest has accelerated considerably. Clear intentions materialize in physical reality more quickly than before, requiring greater responsibility in managing their thoughts and emotions. Dysfunctional family patterns are being healed through your conscious presence, without dramatic confrontation, simply by remaining centered in love. Toxic dynamics are gradually transforming. Your perception of time alternates between moments that seem eternal and periods that pass instantly. This temporal flexibility is characteristic of the fifth dimensional consciousness you are developing. Opportunities to be of service constantly present themselves on your path. You don't need to look for ways to help. Situations where you can make a positive contribution arise naturally in your daily experience. Your connection to the music of the spheres, the vibrational sounds of the cosmos, is activated. You sometimes hear beautiful melodies that have no physical source, especially during meditation or moments of deep peace. Compassion for your past self has replaced self-judgment. You understand that each previous version of yourself did the best it could with the awareness it had at the time. And this compassion for yourself heals deep wounds. Your physical endurance has increased significantly. You can sustain activities for longer periods of time without fatigue, as if your body is accessing more refined sources of energy. Toxic environments become immediately noticeable to you. Your energy sensitivity acts as an early warning system, guiding you away from situations that could drain your vitality. Your creativity flows effortlessly when you are in tune with your purpose. Ideas, solutions, and artistic expressions emerge spontaneously, as if you were open channels to divine inspiration. The need to defend or justify yourself has greatly diminished. You are confident that those who need to understand your actions will do so, and those who are not ready to understand do not need your explanations. Your presence calms the most aggressive animals and soothes the most restless children. You emit frequencies of peace that have a positive effect on all sentient beings in your vicinity. Extreme weather phenomena affect them less than others. They seem to have a natural resistance to drastic environmental changes, as if they are protected by their alignment with higher frequencies. Their understanding of sacred geometry has become intuitive. They recognize divine patterns in nature, art, and architecture, and this perception deepens their connection with the fundamental structure of reality. Karmic relationships are coming to an end and being released. People with whom you had unresolved issues are appearing in your life for final resolution, allowing everyone involved to move forward freely. Your ability to remain centered during crises has greatly increased. While others may panic, you maintain a calmness that not only protects you, but also stabilizes the surrounding energy field. Crystals and gemstones vibrate differently in your hands. You can feel the specific frequencies of each mineral and intuitively know how to use them for healing or energy amplification. Your tolerance for drama and conflict has decreased to almost zero. Not because you are indifferent to suffering, but because you recognize that you can serve better in a state of peace than in emotional turmoil. Visions during meditation have become clearer and more coherent. You receive images, symbols, or complete scenes that provide you with specific guidance for making important decisions or reveal aspects of your mission. Your nervous system has stabilized at higher frequencies. The stress that previously weighed you down is now a distant memory, and you recover more quickly from any emotional disturbances. Communication with plants develops. You can sense the needs of your gardens, perceive the health of trees, and even receive subtle messages from the plant kingdom about healing and balance. Your presence in places of suffering, hospitals, prisons, conflict zones, brings tangible light and hope. People report feeling better after brief encounters with you. Negative thought patterns dissolve more quickly. When doubts, fears, or judgments arise, you can consciously transform them into higher perspectives without the inner struggle you once experienced. Your connection with the elements has deepened to the point where you can subtly influence local environmental conditions through focused intention and prayer. Cellular memories of ancestral trauma are being cleared through your conscious work. Not only are you healing your own lineage, but you are also contributing to the collective healing of the traumatic patterns of all humanity. Your perception of beauty has expanded to find the sacred in all things. Even in seemingly mundane or difficult situations, you can perceive the divine perfection that is expressed through all experiences. Moments of spiritual ecstasy occur more frequently during simple activities. Walking in nature, gazing at the stars, even doing the dishes can become an experience of divine communion. Your ability to hold multiple realities simultaneously allows you to navigate the three-dimensional world while maintaining your connection to the higher dimensions, thus serving as living bridges between worlds. Dear brothers and sisters of light, the transformations you are currently experiencing are neither random nor temporary. They are irrefutable proof that the great event of planetary ascension is not only near, but is already happening through you, within you, and as you. Every symptom, every change, every new ability you develop is confirmation that you are fulfilling exactly the mission you came here to do. You are the pioneers of a new form of human being, the architects of a new earth. Continue to shine your light with absolute confidence. The entire universe supports you in this glorious transition. You are more powerful than you can imagine, more loved than you can understand, and more essential to the divine plan than your mind can conceive. The hour of the great awakening has come, and you are both its heralds and its living manifestations. Stay in your heart, trust your process, and know that every moment brings you closer to the full realization of your divine magnificence. With infinite love and cosmic blessings, I leave you for now. Know that we are always with you, celebrating every step of your extraordinary journey home. I am Ashtar Sheran, and I salute you on behalf of the entire Galactic Confederation of Light. May the peace of the stars fill your hearts until we meet again.